Hello students of class 9, this is Vandanaka. In the last session children we discussed the dot method along with the given activity which is there in the textbook. Today we shall study the next distributional map, that is the choropleth map. Now this map is shown in tints, that is in shades of the same color as you see in this map. Okay, this is a one example of a choropleth map. You can see pink color and how it is in different shades shown all over the map. Okay, so it is shown in shades of the same color, or it is also shown in black and white patterns. So we can see another example of a choropleth map here. This is called as a black and white pattern map. Okay, it is the choropleth map. So as we know that in these maps only one variable can be shown. Okay, we know that only one variable can be shown. So let us see what actually this choropleth map is. Okay, so we start. We will read whatever information is given in the textbook, that we read first and try to understand it better with the help of activity given here. Okay, now in these maps, choropleth method, in these maps the data regarding various geographical variables is shown by shades or tints of various colors. So the variables that we are going to show will be shown in the in the form of shades, okay, or in the form of black and white patterns. While making such maps, the data used for different variables is obtained through various processes such as measurement or surveying, etc. In this method, only one value is given to one sub-administrative unit in a region. What do they mean by saying this? What do you understand? They say that in this method only one value is given to one sub-administrative unit in a region. So if you look at this map, for example, both are the examples of choropleth map, but for our we'll just study about this method. We can study any one of this. Let us choose studying this method, that is the black and white patterns. So if you see, there are these many talukas in Amravati district, and each taluka is shown with different different patterns, isn't it? In some places, as you see here, they are very intricate, very dark black and white patterns. In some they are fainter than these, then it becomes fainter, very much fainter, and this is the faintest of all. So but then only each taluka will have only one value. Let's say for example Chikaldara, if it shows population less than 100 people, means it cannot show, there cannot be a mixture of this particular half of this taluka will show more than 100 and half of this taluka shows less than 100. We cannot do like this. There will be only one value. There will be only one value for each sub administrative unit. So here the sub administrative unit means what? It is the taluka. So each taluka is assigned with this different value, okay, depending upon the density of population here. What is the variable here that we are going to study in this map? It is the density of population. So density of population is a variable here. So next, what do they say? So the smallest and the largest values of the given data of the variable are taken into consideration. So what is taken into consideration? The smallest and the largest values. So let's go to the index. So this is the largest value. What is it showing? What does it indicate? It shows this black and white pattern, which is very dark, very closely intricated. It shows a population of more than 400 people per square kilometer. We are not supposed to, we should always remember to write down this unit. Okay, more than 400 in how much area? In an area of square kilometer, per square kilometers. Okay, so this is the largest value that we have, it is mentioned here, and the least is how much? Is less than 100. Look at this. So they have a figure, maximum value and the least value. Based on these two values, in between the classes are decided. Okay, so this is the least, that this shows this kind of a black and white pattern shows that this is the this is the class which shows a population which is which has less than 100 people per square kilometers. Then a little darker, will show a population of 101 to 200. The darker than that will show a population, that these are the classes that they are talking, okay. So the darker one 201 to 300, and then even more darker 301 to 400, and the darkest of all will show a population of more than 400 people per square kilometer. Children, if you forget to write down this unit in the papers, you will lose marks. So please make sure that you remember writing down all these things, okay. So now the shades, coming back to this, the shades or the patterns become darker with the increasing values of the given variable and are drawn accordingly on the map in the given classification. In figure 1.2a and 1.2b, the population density maps of Amravati district using color shades and black and white patterns are shown. So these are the maps. This is shown in tints, that is the shades, and this is shown in black and white pattern. Now children, there is some printing mistake here. It is written isopleth. This is not isopleth, but this is choropleth. So please do the correction. So what do they say? Read any one map in detail and answer the following questions. So let us consider this map, okay, the black and white patterns, okay. The answers that you will get to these following questions will be the same, whether you consider the black and white patterns or you consider the tint patterns, okay. So what is the first question? Name the talukas having population density between 301 and 400 persons per square kilometers, okay. So now what do they say? They are asking us to find out the talukas which show a population density that ranges between 301 to 400. But this is, if you look at this index, we are always supposed to follow the index in order to find the answers to the given questions. So the top one, okay, the highest value that is shown is of more than 400. This is not going to help us. So the below one, 301 to 400. Okay, look at the pattern, the black and white pattern. Where on the map do you see such patterns? I can see only here. I can see next to Achalpur. Okay, let me show it very close to you. Okay, so which taluka is that? It is Anjangaon Surji. So please write down the answer. In this whole Amravati district, I can see only this taluka, which is Anjangaon Surji, which has a population between 301 to 400 persons per square kilometers. So the answer is already there, Anjangaon Surji. Now what is the next question? What is the density of the Amravati taluka? Okay, now let us see. This is Amravati taluka, and you can see it is the most populated, one of the most populated talukas in the district, okay. There are two highly populated talukas. One is Amravati and the other one is Achalpur. So then they have asked us what is the density of Amravati taluka. So here we see the highly populated places are shown in this black and white pattern, and this shows a population of more than 400. You must have studied about this less than and more than signs. So there is a sign which shows it is more than 400, okay, more than 400. So we are writing down the answer more than 400, and also we are writing it more than 400 per square kilometers, okay. This is the answer. Now name the talukas. Next question, name the talukas having population density less than 300 persons per square kilometers, okay. So now after we have written down these three names, that is 1, 2 and the third one, okay, we dealt with the two questions and we got these many names, and then the remaining ones show the population less than 300 persons per square kilometers. So this is let's start. So this is Dharni. This is Dharni taluka, which shows a population of less than 300. Then Daryapur, Chandur Bazar, Morshi, Varud. Okay, these are the places actually. If you look at the index, okay, less than 300. They have asked us to find out the density of a population less than 300 per square kilometers. So which are the talukas which shows such kind of population less than 300 per persons per square kilometers? Less than 300. So it would be this, Okay, this is the class that we should refer to, but why only that? Okay, so all this, even this and this show less than 300. So let us write down the answers of this. Okay, so ideally speaking, if we go by the index, then the answer is Dharni, Daryapur, Chandur Bazar, Morshi and Varud. Okay, we write down this. Also then we write down these: Bhatkuri, Nandgaon, Khandeshwar, Chandur Railway, Dhamangaon Railway, Tivsar and Chikhaldara. Okay, so these are the talukas that show a population less than 300 persons per square kilometers. Okay, so this is the activity that we discussed regarding the choropleth map. I hope you have understood this method. It is very easy, but if you still have any queries, please write to me on WhatsApp. Okay, I shall be glad to help you out. Now I give you an assignment. If you have understood the topic, please do the assignment that I will give you. This is the uh, a map of which district. It shows the district of Kolhapur, and what is the variable again? The density of population. And there is an activity in the form of questions on page number 5. I will print this image and send it to you on WhatsApp. Please go through the image carefully and attempt the questionnaire. And I hope to see your assignment on time tomorrow and thereafter. Until then, bye.